strikeout.
You called me a piece of shit.
No, I didn't know.
Gotta get this off. Straight up. He ain't gonna keep disrespecting me like that.
I got witnesses.
You disrespectful.
Piece of shit.
You
I'm not a piece of shit.
Go strike out. Go strike out.
It's always funny. We always got a white man. A white man feel like he can disrespect
now it's
people in
race.
some kind of way.
Now it's
no, because
race.
you know what? A black man or a Latin don't do that shit.
Race. That's exactly what you
Wow. So there's a lot to unpack there, obviously, right? A lot to unpack there. Tommy Pham plays the race card there. And while action is going on in the game, while his teammate is up at the plate, Tommy Pham is having his back turned towards the action and talking with a fan. And I get it. If someone called me a piece of S and I was on the on-deck circle, I probably wouldn't be happy about it. But I've always had the thought of, dude, you're getting paid millions of dollars. They're paying, maybe not to watch you, to come watch you specifically, but they're paying to come watch baseball, and you're getting to play in that baseball game. Just tune that noise out, because you replying to the fan and calling him a piece of S or her a piece of S, whoever Tommy was talking to, I don't think that's going to make you look good, right? I don't think there's, some people on social media might like it and be like, oh, he clapped back at him. But I don't think that's a great look for Tommy. If he would have just sat there, and I know it's easier said than done, but just sat there, stayed quiet, stayed focused on, his job, being ready to face the Padres starting pitcher, right? He was on deck instead of his back was turned to the action. Like, just try to tune that out, and it probably wouldn't be going viral because there would have been no response to it. And now I think two things can be true, right? Tommy Pham, I don't think he should have responded to the fan, or I'll give him this. You can respond to the fan, but don't call him a piece of S and say that you're not the one that's the piece of S. You're the piece of S. Don't do that. I think he should be better than that. And then also, the fan, why are you doing that to Tommy Pham? If that's the case, if you're calling him a piece of S, it's one thing to make jokes about Pacers, right? The nightclub and all that. But I don't think you should go that far as a Padres fan, or any fan, just a fan in general in sports. Doesn't have to be baseball. I don't think you should be calling players that. And then there was another incident, according to Tommy Pham, that happened during this series where a drunk, I guess, Padres fan, drunk woman, was by the hotel and said, F you, Tommy Pham, that's why we got rid of you. That's why the Padres got rid of you, because you suck, I guess, is what Tommy was getting at. And, Tommy was obviously right here in this situation. I don't think he did anything bad or anything, or said anything. At least he didn't say that. We didn't get both sides. There was no video of this. But this was just him talking to the media in between games of the doubleheader. And he was essentially saying, lady, the Padres actually tried to sign me back. They didn't get rid of me. They actually tried to sign me back in free agency. It was free agency. The Padres didn't get rid of me. So Tommy is correct on that. So what I would say, just to pull all about this entire situation, is, again, I think two things can be true at the same time. I think Tommy should not have called fans, or that fan, a piece of S. And I think that Padres fans, just fans in general, you can, be heckling players, right? But don't take it too far. Don't call players pieces of S, right? Because when you do that, then obviously, when Tommy Pham, he's an emotional guy and he hears you, he's going to respond, right? I'm not surprised that Tommy responded. I just don't think he should have in turn called that fan a piece of S. So just Tommy, I think he should have approached that a little bit differently. And I think fans should not think that they can do whatever the heck they want just because they bought a ticket or they have one of those really rich tickets, first row, right? That doesn't make it okay for you to do whatever the heck you want, right? And to be outside of a team hotel and say "F you, Tommy Pham," sure, okay, the woman was drunk, but to do that, I think that's over the line. That's too much. Again, it's okay to heckle players. Like, players understand that. Like, that's just part of it. You're standing in the outfield, that's part of it. But fans sometimes can take it too far, and maybe this was a situation where that happened, and it's unfortunate that it did happen.